system is being used worldwide. So it's the names that we use this Comanche. Okay. So okay. Now we go on the schedule to discuss on the schedule. Okay. There's two phases that we're going to go through on this. First, there's an installation that we have already done for the past 2 days. The installation has been done. Okay. Tomorrow we're going to start on the training itself. And then if you notice that we will complete our training. We'll complete our training until on the 5th. On the 5th of September. Okay. On the 5th of September. And then on the 6th of September until the end of the month, there will be a time that for you to do simulations before you start going to live. And then during this period, we're going back. You won't be around, but that's the time that you're going to use what you have learned to do all the simulation that you want to do. Okay, until you reach on the 29th, and we will come back before we start, and then we review back all the final configurations. And then on the 1st of October, there will be the live one. So we will be on standby during this period. At any time you have a problem, we are around to assist you. Okay.
Within the simulation period, you also can send us the email if you have any new requirement, new adjustment to the report, form, anything you can send to us within this simulation period.
Okay. Okay. So far, I know that this schedule been circulated to all the departments, and then to see whether this is suit to your timing or not. Okay, so then this will be adjusted, and then we will follow strictly on this schedule. Okay, so if let's say any amendment need to be done,
please let us know. Then we can do
then
any
we try to adjust the time. Okay.
This schedule also we will do like session 1 and session 2. For session 1 and session 2 is the same topic. It means on one day we use the same topic, then you can split your staff to become a 2 group. Okay, like a front office, if you have more than 10 people, then you can put it one group A, group B. But for back office, it depends. Sometimes you only have only 2 or 3 person that handle on APAR, right? You can put everybody on the first session, then after second session is another topic.
Okay, can you come back to the VOS question? Yes, for the first. Okay. On 18, we have the afternoon account receivable 1. And 19, we have another section for account receivable 2. So this section is same. You mean that?
Now, if you more people, more staff, then you can split. But if the same people, then no need to split. Then first and 2 is the same. Not the same topic.
For back office, for back office, we are not split into 2 groups.
Okay.
We will be one. This is first session, the second session, different topics.
Different topic.
It's different topic. This is not the same as the front office.
Yes.
Because front office, there we have more staff.
staff.
So that's why we have 2 sessions for front office. But back office, it will be different. Whatever we have stated here is per session and per module is by topics.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So this is on the schedule. Okay. Another thing is we want to know about the configuration also. So we just received all the configuration for front office, but yet need to be checked again. Okay. Once we upload to the system, we will print in the hard copy, and they will give it for you to review back. Does this is the final one or not? Okay, so in the event that you still need to do some changes, and then we still can do a changes before we go live. Okay, it's also same thing goes to the back office also. For back office, it's more on configuration that the mapping side. So there's a lot of mapping need to be done on back office because for Comanches, there will be no manual JV to be prepared because everything is from the system. So once is when I mean is everything be generated by the system, we need to do a proper mapping. So whatever revenue generated, what we post from the front office, it will be linked to GL and it should be connected. So by end of the day, system will generate a JV, send back to back office, and then review all the revenue, then update to GL straight away. Okay, same thing like your purchasing. Whatever you purchase, it also be mapped to your inventory. Whatever we use, issue from the store for all the departments, end of the month, system will generate a JV to charge you the consumptions to all the departments. So that's why everything is in the system. So before we do that, we need to do a configuration that the mapping must be correct. So this is the thing that we need to go through before we go live. Okay, any questions on the trainings? Okay, for inventory, how's the items?
Asking me?
Yes.
Why are you asking me about it?
No, the inventory for the items. Have you established your items?
Sure.
Okay, so what I suggest is like this. Okay, in Comanche, we have a grouping items that you need to use because by this grouping, we already set the expenses, where to charge based on the groupings. Okay, what are we going to do? I'm going to give a tablet, a grouping of this, and then you start identify all the items. So meaning that every department must contribute. Okay, like chef, you must come all your food items. Okay, all your food items, your market list, you have to prepare that one, and then we try to take that one and then to match back what grouping it should go. Same thing for the maintenance. List all your maintenance list, and then we come up and the same thing, we try to group under in this system. For housekeeping, the same thing. All your gas supplies, okay? List all your gas supplies.
You're gonna have a subgroup, subcategories.
Yes, it will be a subgroup. Yes,
Subcategories.
yes, correct. So everything will go under subgroups. So it's very, very detailed and precise. So what way should go? Okay, from there, and then the cost control will overlook all this, and then you know what to do. Okay, so that's why now, after this, there will be another session that for the items. Okay, we will assist you how to create all these item lists, and then I will assist you how to do the grouping back all this and then put back to the system. For the time being, for the training itself, there will be a sample data that will be used for training itself. From there, you can see how it's work. Okay. And then for the chart of accounts, they want to address that.
So in the list here, I didn't see that we should have some discussion for the configuration, any requirement, any customization should be informed in advance.
Okay.
I just see we work together, but like a personal.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's like this. So as I mentioned earlier, before we come, we already give all the configuration that required. Okay, meaning that you need to fill out all that one, and then you must return back to me, and then I'll review. So if let's say you need any assistance, then I will advise. But if let's say now when I discuss any item list you have, no. So now you need to start from the scratch. So what we're going to do later, maybe during these few days, we can call another meetings. Okay, just on this item only. How we going to come up with the item list. So I think that's the thing. Anything that you want to ask? Okay, still okay. Never mind. Okay. So this is the schedule that we're going to plan. So try to follow. Okay. Just to brief a bit on this inventory also. Okay. For inventory, for purchasing itself, there will be system approval, meaning that there will be no signature required. We're going to scan your signature, put to the system, whoever approve, and then the signature will be shown in your PROPO. Okay, so this is what we're going to do for you. Okay. And then the approval also, you must give the authorized approval. So this is the approval level must be set also by the management. Who can approve, who can request. Okay. In terms of the user access also, later we'll give a list to IT. So this is the template that we can give to you. You can follow that one. So the authorized who have a certain level from normal cashier, supervisor, the managers and above admin. So this is the user list that we can set to the system.
So probably this one will be discussed also in another stage anyway. So just talking about approval system, the person who does the request, is gonna go first stage to the purchasing or to HODs. So the purchasing match with the supplier and price. In that moment, they're gonna go back to the HODs for approval.
Or it's like this. Okay.
Yeah.
How the system work? For purchasing, it start from purchase request. Okay.
Yeah.
In Comanche, they have two sections. One is for market list only,
Yeah.
for kitchen.
Yeah.
The other one is PR for all the
So
departments.
the PR is clear that it's very
Yes.
isolated. So what are we talking about here?
For the market list.
Yeah.
Okay. For the market list, we have another module for you to request all your items. Okay.
Yeah.
What will happen is, it depends on the property itself. Okay, sometimes you already sign a contract with all the suppliers, all the price is refixed. Okay, you don't have to worry about who the supplier, what's the price. What you need to do is just order only. Okay, so if let's say all these things been set, you just request. System automatically will pick up the lowest price. If let's say you input the quotation for three suppliers, okay, system will take the lowest price and then to your
We already said
Yes.
which is the product which we want, so we get automatically assigned.
Yes. Okay. But in the event that you want to change, it still can change. It depends. It depends on the purchasing. If let's say you think that the quality is just not there, and then you change to the second one.
Yeah, but by default, we can change.
By default, yes. By default, you go for the lower price.
Yes, but if we want to set the default specific brand or a specific quality, which is not the cheapest one, we can set it up as a default.
No.
No, every
system-
time it need to be changed.
Yes. So that's why if let's say you are only define only one that supply that item, there's only one quotation you
That's
have.
no problem.
That's the default that will come up to the system. So for the market list, okay. So for this market list also, in terms of approval, also you need to be discussed because normal PR, the flow will be the requester, and then approved by the HOD, and then it goes to purchasing. After purchasing, review and put all the prices, and then it go to FC. One FC approved, and then it go to general manager to approve the final one. That is normal PR.
Yeah.
Okay, how you get the notification by email or you need to check day by day or time by time to check if there's any pending PO to approve, like a GM has to check every time or it's...
Okay, you need to set the time. You need to set the time every day. Okay, maybe for purchasing, they need to set the time. He must complete all his tasks, let's say by 10. By 11 o'clock, FC will check this. By noon, GM just go through whatever is all approved, and then you just approve the one. So that's why it's a timing.
Yeah. I want to go back one step, say, was my first question. So you say, okay, the requester go to HOD approval because it's already pre-assigned the supplier,
Okay.
and then it goes the purchasing to assign the price.
Yes.
But in that case, I have a problem. Is if the supplier is already pre-assigned by the system, by working order, why it doesn't have already the price shown at the first stage after the requester? Actually, the requester itself should see the price.
Okay, it's like this. When we set this quotation, system will take from this quotation first. Okay. The other way around is, system also can take the last purchase.
Yeah.
You can refer when during the requesting, during the request,
Yeah.
you can see the last purchase,
Yeah.
and then you can see who's the supplier and what's the price.
Yeah. But my question is, when the requester he places the market list,
Okay.
can he see already the assigned price for each item in the total of the market list?
Yes,
Okay.
you can
That's
see.
my question.
You can see the price.
So both the requester he will see
Automatically,
that when I go to HOD,
once you select the item, okay, if let's say this quotation is inside the system already, automatically you can see the price and the supplier.
Yeah, fine.
But like example, I will say, okay, we'll say vegetables, right?
Mm.
So maybe we might have like a 3 supplies for vegetables,
Okay.
right? So now we want to divide we'll say 20 items. We want to divide for 2 supplies. So is that the purchasing manager or the storekeeper has to pick up the supplier who which product has to go to which one, or it's system you automatically?
Even the item has a code number, so we already
Yes,
have a code
it's
number.
also according to the code. Okay, it's like this. When you do a purchase request,
Yeah.
first you identify the store
Yes.
from which kitchen, okay, and then after that you identify your department, and then you go for the items. So from here it's already defined. So if where you should go, it's already looking for the store. Okay, and then what item we already define all the categories. If let's say this item are in these categories, and then when system input this one, automatically you pick up the quotation and already updated to the system, and then from there you can see the price. So this is how it's works.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Just to confirm that, will we get the notification whenever like a process, purchasing push the PR to like GM, so on the
Okay.
computer,
Everybody must. There's one option on approval. Everybody must go there. So if let's say you want to see until which level that been approved, from there you can see.
Yes.
Whoever can go to that approved option, he can see until where it approved. Or it stop under if let's say it stop under.
Dia tengok ada notification tak bagi tahu kat dia orang ada ni, tak ada.
That's what I asked.
No. Notification no. You don't have. That's why
Dia ni open system.
whoever have the access, they can go to that one and then you can see what until which level that's been approved. But there's no notifications.
So basically, after approved by FC, for GM or RM to approve, when he log into the system, he can see in the file how many POs PR is pending for approval.
Yes.
It's automatically go step by step.
Yes. Because under here, if let's say it's all been approved, it won't be shown there anymore.
Yeah.
It will be transferred to purchasing to generate a PO.
Okay.
So for this one, you have to remember, PO cannot be generated until all approved.
Yes.
Okay, so all been approved until GM, and then this information will transfer to purchasing, and then they can generate a PO. So once generated, that is the final one.
And also before approval, it doesn't facilitate check the in-hand stock in the store. Like example, we'll say whatever item, before the GMFC is signed, it doesn't facilitate check the store in-hand stock. Before the approval, we can't just approve.
Yes,
we
yes.
Have to check whether this particular item is really necessary, because the department head can request whatever they want. But when it comes to FC and GM, whoever, need to check whether this particular item, like example wine, whether we really need 12 bottles, how many bottles in the storeroom. It doesn't facilitate check the in-hand stock in the stores.
You need to go there.
Yeah, not the same, but you can access.
Yes, you can check. We have a balance stock.
Stock, so you can check.
Either by the item or by the store. So if let's say you want to see under this item, you just check on the balance stocks under that item, that particular item, and then you can see what's the balance stocks.
Okay.
So normally it's like this. For store, okay, and then store items, you also need to establish your store item list. So which means that this store item will be controlled by your storekeepers. So in the event that is below past stocks, and then they start to do a request. Okay, so you must establish your own store items list. So which will be controlled by the storekeepers, because this item will be used for all the departments. Any item that we purchase by department could be item that you're not going to be kept in the store. Maybe is the consumption maybe every 3 or 4 months you purchase one. There's no use to buy in bulk to put in your store. So that one will be a direct charge. So meaning that there's two category that we can set. Which all item that you purchase you put in the store. Another one is all item that you purchase direct to the departments to be used.
Problem is that need to have two separate PR.
Even with the same PR, the difference is the store.
Yeah.
We differentiate by the
Let's
store.
explain more clear. So obviously there will be some part of the item which is on direct purchase
Mhm.
and other item which is from the store.
Yes.
So the requester need to do one PR for the store, one PR for the direct purchase, or you do one PR and the system will decide what is in the store and what is in the purchase.
Okay, it's like this. For department, you only concern your direct purchase only. Whatever you request from the store, you don't have to worry. Because this has been taken care by your store people and the cost control.
But still as a requester they need to do a separate PR.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my question.
Okay. For departments, you only do a store request.
Yes.
Same thing, system approval. So when you want to do a store request from your main store, you still need to do a request and then must be approved by HODs, and then finance will be approved, the final one. And then the storekeeper can issue the item out. Okay. But to purchase all these store item, it will be taken care by the storekeeper and the cost control.
So in case I would like to get the master list to check for the full responsibility.
Mhm.
So GM will not involve and FC not involved.
Mhm.
Just check, approve, and we go to
Purchasing.
July.
Yes.
Can we do that?
Yes, can. This is the thing that we need to discuss. So if let's say you want to build up manner, then okay, we can set. The final is to be chef to control all your mechanisms. Okay, because at the end you will control your food costs. Okay.
For the quick access, the module, do you need any specialty on that?
Okay. For fixed assets, basically is the module that we have is to register. Only to register. You need to design. We have a set of grouping asset list, but it also depends on you. If let's say you have your own standard that all the grouping of your asset list, and then we can use that one as a grouping inside the system. Okay, what we'll do this under this fixed asset is to register all your fixed assets. Okay, by end of the month, if let's say we can generate a depreciation, which is to be sent to GR. So basically, this is how it's work for fixed asset. Register and generate depreciation, send to GR for depreciation.
Tina, you have anything to?
I have a concern about the front office. When we interpret with your general manager,
Okay.
some system have the wrong
the wrong writing about when we receive the booking from OTA. The reservation have to come to the system and change the writing to correct it. How about your Comanche? Do we need to correct the writing of booking when we receive
Actually like this,
change the measure?
it is depend on the configuration, how we set that one. Because some of the property they want to set that one is include tax, not include tax. Some of the property is not include anything. Then you need to set in the record is not include anything also. If you set all the configuration is the same, like in the channel manager is included everything, then in property also should be include everything. Then I think should be no problem on the record setup to the booking. It depend on setup actually. But we will sit down on that one after we finish on the installation of the fast booking. Then after that, you can review back all the configuration before we start live. Okay.
One more thing that for chef, the menu in Comanche we have menu setups. How to recipes. Okay. So there will be another session for you also with the cost control. But this menu recipe is basically to calculate all your costs. Okay, and then there will report be generated every day. Okay, but it's only based on your sales price. Okay. But this information you will not finalize. It's not a final meaning that it's not a final data that to be used at the end of the month, because the final one will be after closing, which is how you're going to calculate your food cost, whether it's based on consumption or it's based on potential. Yes.
Potential versus actual. So the potential what is in the system, actually what's the actual consumption, the difference is to the gap which you find out.
For baby got an extra bed, can we control in our inventory?
Okay. Currently we don't have that module inside this one because that one is still under our R&D.
So we have to control manually.
Yes. For the meantime, you need to control manually because it is still not in the current in version that we installed.
Can we do like this? Can we add like a special service on the front office, and we can bring the report and you must do the room you
How many?
yeah, we can do.
You
that.
also can do it.
Because end of the day, after flash report, we need to see how many rooms are provided extra bed, extra.
Okay.
That's we need end of the day.
Actually, for extra bed also is depend on the code setup or also additional setup. Because additional setup, yes, you can print the report. Then what additional charges that you charge the guest? Because
I need to see the breakdown.
yeah. Then from there, system will show the breakdown. What the room number, what the charges, the extra charges, the additional charge that you charge. Like extra bed is additional charge, right?
Yeah.
And then you can print the report also will show the additional charge based on the extra bed.
So we have to do manual counting.
Yeah, for meantime, you need to do manual counting first because that one is still this version that we install in here is not include the inventory yet.
Okay, so what happens if the estimate is free of charge, and then we don't have anything, we don't charge them for the extra bed?
Yeah.
So
Okay. If like that, you also can put in other service.
Yeah,
Service
so-
fee like
yeah.
Setrum said.
on the configuration file, where they put on the special request,
Yes.
like I show you. So we have the special request for the extra bed and the baby as well.
Yeah. Then you can choose with when in the reservation I will show to you
Yeah.
how to assign that extra bed and also another services that required by the guest.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other question?
For financial statement, do you have any specific format before it? by the we have the standard one that you can use. But if let's say you want to change some modification, you still
On the
can
PDF form?
do that.
I'll show you the
Postman
email.
permanent folio for the credit card. So all of it after working before we run any audit, so we have to balance it to zero.
Automatically.
Automatically. So after the system automatically balance it to zero. So and then we do the day roll.
You need no need to do anything with our interface or dummy roll.
Or we don't need to
No need to do anything. No need to check in, check out.
Okay.
Do you have any function for spa?
For spa. Okay, actually now in our system for billing we can use POS. But for booking, spa booking, we still not yet release our version. Still in the R&D.
In the future.
Yeah.
You read about it?
Yeah, still under development.
Research and development.
Yeah.
Still not really.
Yeah, because actually our main office already buy one of the company that actually that company later actually we already merged that company. That company is already have retail, spa, golf, and also kiosk system. That system later we will integrate with our Comanche system. Okay. Then that product will become Comanche also. But still under development. Within I think maybe third quarter they will release. It means this year.
Okay. That's good.
Very soon, very soon.
Very soon. Yeah.
The system is already there.
Yeah.
It's just waiting to integrate only with Comanche. So once it's been done, I think by the third quarter we can sell that the product. We can
Can I have one question, please? Regarding the prepayment for
Prepayment.
advance booking.
Okay.
Actually, we need to somehow issue the performance invoice
Okay.
to send to the clients
Yes.
for their prepayment.
Yes.
So in that case, I just wonder whether we can export or extract all the
Normally we
details in
can
the
just
database to
just
the-
provide us the format. We import into the system.
Ah.
You can generate directly
So
from the
that means
system.
we prepare the format and
Yes.
easy to use. You
Okay,
upload
yes.
to the system.
Yes.
We have the performance invoice from system.
Yes.
performance was from the system itself.
Yes. Okay.
Do you have the list for all the things we will import to the system? We allow to import.
No, actually, I already give you the front office and point of sale configuration and also back office configuration.
Yeah, we prepare for the configuration already.
Yes.
But that's all for all the things we can import. to the
Yes,
system.
only that. Then only the form. What form you require, right? From to generate from the system. That's the only thing that later you need to give.
And like for some of the report from sales, if because I see your report, because we haven't got the training yet.
Yes, yes.
In case I need to put in more, like as our request to easy to get job, like we divided the budget for each of the sales team, and then we want to put all the format inside the system to calculate how we want to do together with the budget.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Actually, we have that report already.
Okay.
You need to see first all the report. You can just go through the report first.
No, I
Then
said
if
I go through the report already.
you already go through.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I all the things you got, but what I just asked for somehow.
If you
before the
require
report-
new report, it depend.
Yes.
If only a few modification, should be no charges on that one. If you require like a new report, there is charges on the new report.
Let's see first.
Okay.
Because somehow we want to do, because here we got a little bit difference by the revenue. Like we got the villa owner,
Yeah.
then we got two type of revenue.
Okay.
One revenue we want to do for general, for sales,
Okay.
like budget, but another report we want to do by villa owner.
Okay.
Like after total revenue, they have the figure like 1.5 for each type. We already key in the figure, and when we want to run out another report. Because I don't want the revenue manager every day they have to study
to calculate on the figure when we already got the number?
No, it means that you want to know the revenue of the based on the room type, right?
No.
No.
We got, for example, 1 month we got 5 billion
Yes.
for revenue,
Yes.
room revenue.
Okay.
But for after deduct everything, profit will be 2 million, for example.
Okay.
And that 2 million we have to deliver to villa owner.
Okay.
And we got the figure.
That one is a back office already. It's not front office.
Last of this.
No, I say in the report, we can run 2 reports like that or not?
No, because that one is you need to deduct the cost. How I front office know the cost?
No, because in the system, I know that it's from the account.
Yeah, it should be by from
I
account.
asked you, because I asked you whatever from front office, from sales, but I asked you, can we do like 2 reports run like that way?
No.
Cannot.
No, because you don't know the cost.
Because here is a little bit different.
If you know the cost, it should be no problem.
That's that had to be by the Excel.
Yeah, it should be at the back because finance know the cost. What need to minus out from the revenue, and front office only generate the revenue. Then
No,
the cost is go to
we have
the
already own revenue done, profit, GOP, everything done already. But we want to have one more type of report. Based on that report, we divide it for another revenue.
At the back.
Cannot
Cannot.
have.
Maka kan ada differentiate by transaction tu agak
Em miệt mài chị ơi.
pening. Tak boleh. For the owner side, like if the villa
Yeah.
owned by owner, then is leased back to the hotel, right?
Yeah.
Leased back to the hotel.
Yes.
Then after that, by end of month, you will calculate how many revenue generate under that villa.
Yeah. Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. From that one, you will minus out the like F&B, right? F&B
This
just
is room only.
room only, right?
revenue only. Yes.
Yeah, that means room revenue only.
Yes.
You get that room revenue only.
Yes.
Okay. Is based on percentage or is
Yes.
is based percentage?
So they will do on the rental pool.
Yes, but-
they got to.
No, how
they
you
want
get-
to run like this.
how
they
you
want
get
to
the
know
revenue?
1 month how many room nights.
Okay,
of
room
that
night.
villa.
Okay.
We can do in separate report. Like you occupy 1 month.
Yeah.
How many room nights?
Yeah, that one is already in system. Yes, we can generate that one.
Okay.
This room, how many room night?
Yeah.
This room, how many room night? That one is already in the system.
Yes.
You can generate that one. Should be no problem. Only now I want to know
How about
the revenue
revenue?
part. Yeah, that's why I want to know that revenue part is based on percentage and
No.
or only based on.
We have two type
Uh-huh.
of way to calculate.
Uh-huh.
One type is for operation. They want to know for that villa owner. For example, villa owner they want to see one month
Okay.
how many nights
Okay.
you
Can.
you
They want-
put
yeah,
there.
they want
And
you
then
to can
about
provide.
the revenue in the general they don't know because
Yeah.
they don't know exactly how much we sell.
Correct.
But from the point of view of the owner, they want to know 2 things. One thing when we do the rental pool is different.
Uh-huh.
Rental pool is we mix together. All owner we just put like 2 for like 3 villa and 4 villa. They divide it different. But they want to know like owner. My owner got 1 villa there. He want to know 1 month how many
Revenue generated.
revenue for
Generated
that.
from the
Yeah, that one should be no problem. We can generate only based on the room only, room revenue only. Then based on the number of night, then how much revenue.
Okay.
Then from there, that's why I ask you, that revenue, how much the portion for that owner?
No, the portion we will do by point like 3.5 or 4.
It's the percentage. It may be a percentage.
Yeah, percentage.
Then system will only generate based on the room night, how many, then revenue. From there you can export. Then you can get generate. Yes, you can do
Because you
manually.
cannot calculate because here even 3 bedroom, but this view is different. Another view is different.
Oh,
So
the
they will
price is
pay-
also-
They will pay different percentage.
Ah,
You
okay.
cannot calculate.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
cannot calculate.
So
So at least we can run like the room,
Yes.
the month,
Per month
with the
and-
revenue. is
Revenue,
okay.
Correct. Yeah, they want can generate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Here is totally different with the hotel system
Yeah.
because we got two things. After revenue from us for operation, we got another revenue for. So the revenue manager will be very happy.
Yeah.
So I have a concern.
Uh-huh.
When configure the room inventory, we configure by room key.
Mm-hmm.
But when selling, we sell by room key and sell by own villa.
Mhm.
When we interpret with general manager, for OTA, we also sell villa. If the room booking by villa, example, villa 3 bedroom come from our system BMS, how can they separate the room key? We have to, our reservation have to manually to split the room, or the system can automatically help us.
Okay. Actually,
This is the one I asked you
yeah.
before.
Like this.
Yeah.
Okay, like this.
Reservation.
Okay. Actually, if you have like one booking, have
Yeah.
three
Three
room,
yes.
system automatically divide. Three
Divide.
room. Okay. If they only request for one villa,
Mhm.
it means the whole villa.
Yes, the whole.
In our system, still recognized as
Mhm.
3 room.
Three rooms.
Yeah, so.
So automatically deduct from room inventory.
Yes.
But,
But
in general manager,
in channel manager, you will send 3 information.
Oh, I'm,
He cannot send
I'm
only
not
one.
sure general manager can do that. Just I have to discuss.
Yeah, no, that one also we need to discuss on the configuration part.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
in configuration, you need to define based on the room type and also the rate code. Okay.
Mhm.
If the rate are in here, you need to make sure the room type from our system and the channel manager is the same. Then system will automatically divide.
so if we run the report daily, we will run by villa or we will run by room key.
Room key.
Rookie.
Room key.
Because we configure the system by keys. Right?
Yes,
So
correct.
separate room key.
Correct.
And then we have the option to choose what we want to see. For example, today I don't want to see the report by room key. I want to see report by villa. So I
Cannot.
take
No,
out
cannot.
the option.
Cannot.
Because the configuration is by room key.
By room key.
For
yeah.
one deluxe room, we got each villa, we got different type of room also. Very
Yeah.
difficult. Like later, it's very headache for front office and reservation to how to
Yeah.
manage the
Okay,
system.
so, alright, so I think since we have more different departments, so those questions can be raised when we have
Yes.
individual department training, so you can just.
Because we see
Yeah.
how we can feed is right. or wrong.
Yes. Okay, I think that's all for configuration. Later we will discuss.
We
From
have
the,
to check it's right or wrong. You set
Yes.
everything in the system and then come from wrong already.
okay.
But is the problem is we also have the ocean villa. That's one the wholesale. We sell by
That
the
is we
villa.
lock for how we don't separate.
We
We put this like one key for one key. One key
For the
like
entire
we got
villa.
for
Ah,
bedroom villa beachfront.
That one is already
We
one.
don't want, we don't
You
want
not
it
split.
divided, so it's one key.
Okay, I think for this session we already
So
finished.
we will discuss later
Okay,
on
but we will
during
discuss on
training.
this configuration later on the training part. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you.
Release yourself.
That's the
I think have